Well, hello there. My name is Captain Jeremy Thurn, and welcome to this live episode of our fishing reports. Yep. How am I looking? Am I glitchy? I'm good. You guys just let me know. Okay, so, hola. Am I a little glitchy to you guys? How am I looking? Okay. I feel a little glitchy. A little Wreck-It Ralph, the glitch. Okay, what's up, Ryan? How's it going? Hey, Anthony. Okay, guys, so what we're doing today is I wanted to start this video series basically to give fishing reports. I mean, I see shows. There's some good shows, like the Florida Fishing Report. That's pretty cool. I like watching that. And there are like some radio shows up here in Jacksonville. I don't know where you guys are all at, but in Jacksonville we do a lot of radio shows on Saturday morning. What's up, Jason? And Walter. But it never made sense to me. Radio shows on a Saturday morning for fishing, right? Because I'm fishing on Saturday morning. I can't hear the radio. I mean, I'm offshore. Maybe if you're inshore, maybe you're listening to it and they tell you where the bite's at and you quickly motor up and go there. But it seems kind of generic. So, I mean, you can only get so specific, right? But I wanted to get real specific and interact with all you guys watching. I'll tell you what I know. Maybe you can share what you've heard. Maybe you fished today. Maybe you can give some insight. So in general, that's what we're doing. So I talked with some other guys. I think we got some other people joining us from around Florida. So they'll be able to provide some tips in that area, like the Florida Keys, perhaps. And I know a lot of people travel to the Keys at different times of the year. Here there's some good fishing happening in the Keys right now, so we'll try to give you guys updates for that as well. As far as Northeast Florida is going, the kingfish bite has been really good, okay? For like the past 3 or 4 weeks, I mean, it's just been hot. I mean, I've literally been pretty much going to the same spot and catching a lot of fish. What's not been hot is the bait, pogies. We love to be able to catch menhaden or pogies along the beach, and normally it's pretty good. All right, hey, got the Florida fishing couple joining us. Pretty excited because they're going to give you guys some tips about the Keys. They've also got a great YouTube channel, so if you guys want to check them out, be sure to do so right after this. But anyways, the bait's been pretty tough in our area. I have heard that last couple days, they have been getting pogies on the beach. Weeks leading up to it, we've been jigging bait up offshore at like some barges and stuff like that. There's some bait offshore, but finally it seems to be coming back to the beach. Problem is, it's like hit or miss. Maybe they're there today and might not be there tomorrow, and then they'll be back the following day. But the last report was they were at a place called the Poles. If you leave our inlet, take a right, it's like pretty much right there on the beach. So it's looking pretty good. All right, cool. Ryan, fishing's hot in St. Pete. That's awesome. Any fish in particular that you're catching? Yeah, I saw Brian, you were asking about the size of the kings. No, most of them aren't big, but I've been fishing there for a couple weeks, and we've been catching pretty small kings, but there are other boats around us. I know a lot of them guys, and they seem to catch a big one. One of us out there is going to catch a big one. I've seen pictures and I've talked to guys. They've gotten 35, 40-pound kingfish. Most of us are catching small kingfish. And then last time I got a bunch of Spanish mackerel out there, which I don't usually catch too many of them together, but they were mixed in pretty good, and I think it's because they were all about the same size. Oh, nice. So y'all are catching some snook, big jacks, and a good sized cobia. Cool. How about Naples? How's Naples looking? Saw someone that's in that area. Anthony, right? um, but let's see. Yeah. So yeah. Not a whole lot of size. Okay. Yeah. So Florida fishing couple. I see they've joined us, and they got some really great information from the Keys. I hear some good news. Oh, hey, William. And so, Flooring Fishing Couple, we definitely want to get you guys on some live videos soon. But if you got a report, man, I'll shout it out. If you got any tips for anyone coming down or in the area. Oh, cool. Greetings from Texas. Okay, been hitting the mahi. Great. Blackfins on the troll. That's pretty cool. What depth are y'all getting the mahi in? Are they Oh, sweet muttons too. I haven't caught too many muttons in the Keys in my years of fishing there. I'm not particularly still great at that. Okay, 250, 300, pretty cool. Thanks, William. Appreciate it. Melrose, Florida. Good evening, man. That's cool. So, sounds like the fishing's pretty good. 250, 300 feet of water in the Keys. When y'all are fishing in the Keys down there, are you kind of blind trolling? Or I know structure, if you can find floating structure or weed line. Is there a good weed line down there right now? Or is there like a temperature break? Weed lines? Sweet. They looking pretty good. Are they scattered? Or we went fishing up here not too long. Oh, clean. Nice. Our last dolphin trip, which has been a few weeks now, for like 10 miles getting out to our ledge, it was like just ugly scattered weeds. It was a pain, but getting out there it was better. Sweet. Hey, John, are you in the Florida Keys too, or are you guys somewhere else in Florida? Palm Beach? Okay. Oh, sweet. Lots of peanuts with some big bulls and cows. Florida Fishing Couple, do y'all get like live bait typically? Or do you just pull ballyhoo, or are you kind of like running down, like take a pitch bait with like a chunk or a lure? Palm Beach. How's fishing in Palm Beach, by the way? Let's see. I saw a comment how far out. They said 250 to 300 feet of water. About how many miles is that in Key Largo? That's cool. Kings have been pretty good, John. That's pretty cool. I mean, they seem to be hot all over Florida. Oh, 2 miles off the reef. That's pretty nice. When we go, I don't know, maybe you noticed this, when we fish in the Keys in August, it seems like we usually have to go like 10 or so. Like we're about 15 miles. I guess that's like 10 or something off the reef. But that's cool that they're in close and there's some good action. Sorry to keep throwing these questions at you, Cam Dan, but for the blackfin, do you troll your rig like way back and use like fluorocarbon, or are the tuna not too picky right now? Sorry, this is kind of tough throwing all these comments and then waiting for you to type. Way back, fluorocarbon on a leader. I troll mine way back up here, like half the spool, and then everyone gets mad at me when they go to fight the fish because they have to reel in just so much just to plus the fish. But hey, that's how we catch fish. So we got some other fish going. How about from all you other guys around Florida? Where are y'all catching bait right now? You know, whether you're in the Keys or you know, up north here. You know, we're trying to catch them on the beach, but sometimes we have to jig offshore. Yeah, that's cool. Ballyhoo and a feather too. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so you know, we're getting a lot off of the wrecks and occasionally some on the beach. Sound like they're back on the beach, and it's kind of funny because I hear that pogies don't like clean water, and up here in Jacksonville we've had some really clean water lately. So I don't know if that's keeping the pogies back or not. Oh, hey Robert, appreciate the tip. Bus stop barge jigging. I know you've been catching some good fish. You've been out. You heard anything else on pogies lately? I'm just killing some dead space. Poles, cool. Sounds good. It's kind of funny. This has been sorry. This has been about a month ago. But we went offshore to PM, and I was jigging on blue runners, which I hadn't got at PM before. Not that I do a terribly lot of jigging there, but there were some big baits. I'm not used to getting those. Tampa got a lot of greenbacks. Where do you get those greenbacks? Are they like right out the inlet? Because sometimes we'll get pilchards right at our jetties, right at the inlet. But haven't got any there this year, but I haven't really tried a whole lot. 15 feet? Okay, sweet. Definitely appreciate the tip, man. I know, I heard not like a couple weeks ago, they were like super shallow, like too shallow for us to get in there comfortably, like 5 or so, 4 feet, something crazy. But 15 feet's not bad at all. Excuse me. I know, let's see, lately, using the ballyhoop, that's cool. I actually got a ballyhoop, and we were going to try it in the Keys, but my dad wants to try it up here for maybe pogies and like cigar minnows. So we're going to try a ballyhoop, you know, something different, see if it works. Sometimes jigging baits can be slow, keeping the boat on the spot and getting all of our crew to, you know, find the depth, the right depth, you know. Don't get a lot of practice jigging.
Do you plan on going fishing this week?
So, Kayla asked the question, do I plan on fishing this weekend? Yes. I actually saw a question, what's the best place for diving? I plan on either fishing or diving. Although realistically, if I dive, I'll fish at some point too. So, the best place for diving. Up here in Northeast Florida, typically the further you go, it's a little clear. But if you want something shallower, like 60 feet, the nearshore wrecks, if you like flounder, broken up wrecks, I've done the best. PM culverts are probably the best, but I've done some good on like broken tugs. I don't know why. I think just all that sand and the wrecks, they just love hiding in between that. So if you want flounder, some of the nearshore culverts. SS, yeah, I dove there, and that's a really pretty cool place to dive. I've caught some big lobster there, not a whole lot. Unfortunately, I tend to go right when they have eggs on them, so you can't keep egg-bearing lobster. I see Ryan, you're catching a lot of hogfish on the wrecks off St. Pete. Are you diving for those or catching them? I've never caught a hogfish, but I've shot some. But it'd be cool to catch. We don't get a whole lot of hogfish up here anyways. Yeah, I saw a lot of big bugs at SS, and I also heard, dang, what's that other spot right next to SS? Well, south. Dang, can't remember that place. But I heard that's got a lot of big bugs too. Okay, so you catch some of the hogfish on hook and line, and you shot them. What bait do you use for hook, or like what hook? I mean, they've kind of got a different mouth. I mean, do you have to use like a particularly small hook or something like that? Oh, sweet. I just saw your comment, Florida fishing couple. You put us on some hogfish. That'd be really cool. That's nothing I've ever do. I'll definitely check out your video. Looking forward to fishing with you guys. But yeah, that sounds pretty exciting already. HL. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, that's probably the one. HL. It's kind of funny. During snapper season, we were out at SS and HL, and you learn real quick how the ledges run during snapper season, because like every boat's on them. It's like a map, you know. If you don't know where spots are, those are just a quick tip. If you know nothing about offshore fishing and you want to learn where all the spots are, you need to go out there in snapper season. Don't worry about fishing. Just look where all the boats are, and you will get a visual idea of where all the fishing spots are. Cool, Ryan. 4 circle hooks on the greenbacks. So I'm trying to read the comments. Chum bag and anchor up by the bridges for nice pilchards. It's pretty cool. Another thing, when we go to the Keys, I always bring a pinfish trap. But I don't know what, I don't have the pinfish trap down. I try to do it, and like people told me where to put it, what to put in it, and I'm still doing something wrong because I don't do very good. But usually if I go to that same spot, put out a chum bag, then pinfish will come up and I'll just cast net them. So I'm going to try again this year. Maybe I'll finally figure it out, but at least we get bait somewhere or another. And definitely love doing that. But I haven't tried the bridges, so I'll give that a try, John. Inshore, I haven't really talked about inshore. I'll try to mention that real quick. I have heard some good fish biting. Heard they were catching some flounder. Follow some of the guys around here, and they're still catching the typical redfish and stuff like that. So that's a great question, Robert. Any mutton reports out of Jack's? I don't have any direct reports. Hoping if some of you guys are watching or heard anything, please let me know. I have seen some pictures. People I don't know real close, but they posted some reports, some pictures of mutton snappers that they're catching out, kind of that Elton Bottom, further out area. So some people are catching them. That's one of those other fish that I've never really done up here that I need to learn. Done a lot of mangrove fishing. Done a lot of mangrove fishing in the Keys, and we've had some pretty good success. But for those of you who don't know, the mangrove get huge up here. Just some monster fish. A friend of mine was in a kingfish tournament a couple years ago, and he was trolling blue runners, like really big baits. And he actually had mangroves come up and eat his kingfish baits, and he ended up catching 2 mangrove while he was just trolling, but they came up and took his bait. So, if it's eating a big kingfish tournament bait, it's a big old mangrove snapper. Fun fact, everyone up in my area calls mangroves mangoes. It's kind of funny. Cool. I see that Ryan, some guys have been slaying the mangroves and Kubera snapper inshore around the Skyway. Sounds pretty good. Inshore at Casablanca. That's pretty cool, Robert. I haven't fished much at Casablanca either. so many spots. I tend to either go way out tail and bottom in the ledge or stay inshore for diving and kings and stuff. And there's just so much area. I mean, Jacksonville and all over, even the Keys, which you'd think would be mostly blue water, but there's still like tons of spots in the Keys that I haven't fished, and I've been going down there all my life. So there's just always something new. Casa would be an awesome dive. Nice. Well, thank you, Brandon. Yes, thanks for coming on the shirt. We're actually making some shirts, just some tees, and we got our performance shirts, so it's kind of fun. We're trying to make some cool designs. That's cool. I didn't know that. Dan, lots of wrecks in Key Largo, and again, I've always been in Marathon, so haven't explored much of Key Largo or Key West, really, not offshore. So there's so many places, and like with fishing, there could be a new spot just a mile from you. You're not going to know what's there until you stumble across it. Some of the ways, just quick tip, with us finding new spots, say how do you find new spots, is one good sign is bait, and the other good sign for us is turtles. If you see a turtle, at least in our area, you guys let me know if you recognize the same thing in your area. If I see a turtle somewhere, he's probably over structure. I mean, most of the time, I guess you would think they'd have to be traveling at some point, but most of the time, if we see turtles, we'll check it out, and there's live bottom or a wreck or something down below. If we see a ball of spade fish, then they're over like an artificial wreck, like a tug or something. It's just like a given. You go over the tug, you look down, spade fish. Okay, we're near the spot. And then sometimes if I find bait pods, they're over something. Not quite as often with bait pods. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Big mangroves at night on the full moon. Yeah, I've heard that too. I heard a lot of people like night fishing for mangroves. I heard it's really good. I haven't tried it either, but that's a great idea. I need to get out there. There's probably a ton of cool things about fishing at night. I've dove at night in the Keys and fished at night in the Keys, but not up here. I see there's a question. Are there any wahoo out there from Jack's to South New Smyrna? All lately when it's been dolphin fishing, people are still catching wahoo. Like I've seen like people be like, I caught 8 dolphin and a wahoo, or 10 dolphin and a wahoo, I got 3 dolphin and a wahoo. I'm still seeing wahoo being caught. So I'm sure there's still wahoo, from here down to New Smyrna. I think probably part of the reason, at least in my area, why we don't see as many wahoo is because people stop fishing for wahoo. I mean, it's kind of like a winter thing, and now like cobia are in, mahi are in, you got the mangrove, you got kingfish, and it's like they just kind of lose the spotlight. But yeah, they are still there, so I believe you could catch some. Let's see. Cool. See, Walter, yeah. By all means, check with Florida Fishing Couple, Let's see, what else we got? Trying to think of all the things I wanted to go through. So, let's see. Kayla said, what new videos do we have coming out? So, just a quick update. Tomorrow we got a pretty cool video I'm excited about. It's called the world's largest teaser. So that's going to be coming out tomorrow. Finishing it up now. And I did some crazy experiments. It's one thing you'll find with me. I love to experiment. I'm always trying to be better at fishing. And I haven't showcased all my ideas, but that's why you've seen me do underwater dive videos looking at lures. Because I want to see what's going on. And people say, well, you don't see like fish see. Well, no, but I do see if something's wrong with my spread. Like if I'm like, hey, this lure is in the whitewash, nothing can see it. That's a value to me. Things like that. So anyways, tomorrow is our new world's largest teaser video. I think it'll be pretty cool, be fun. And after that, we do have some other cool videos coming out. We got some cool products that we're going to get a test. I've got to talk to some companies. Looking forward to testing their products. Some guys in Australia, which is pretty neat. It's cool to just be able to talk to people in Australia. I know there's some people comment on my videos from Australia and different parts of the world. Definitely appreciate you guys shouting it out and just having that thing in common with someone on the other side of the globe. Brian asked, are we fishing the shootout this year or the Jack's Kingfish tournament? We're not doing the shootout, and we're not doing the Greater Jacksonville tournament. I'm not sure about the Kingbuster yet. Just the reason for the Kingfish tournament is they do it like right by lobster season. So that's kind of like right when we're getting ready to head down south. So getting off, for me, it's not my full-time job. So getting off work for the Keys and for the Kingfish tournament is usually pretty tough. That's what I like about the Kingbuster. It's a one-day tournament on the weekend, on a Saturday. The Kingfish shootout, I've done the Wahoo shootout, and it was a lot of fun. And I like the idea of the Kingfish shootout, but it's ironic as it sounds, because we dive and we do other types of fishing. We're so varied. It's still hard for us to focus, was it 3 or 4 days, directly on Kingfish tournament. Because if I'm going to do a tournament, I want it to be full, as best I can do. However long I can fish for Kings, I'm going to be fishing that long. And in the summer, when we're trying to dive and do stuff well, I don't like just kind of signing it up and just kind of fishing halfway. I'd rather just say, well, we're just going to fun fish and leave it at that. But great question. So I guess we will wrap it up pretty soon. If any of you guys have any other comments, if you see this late, comment below. I'll try to update this right until Friday night. So if you're wondering what am I going to do this weekend, where should I go, by all means comment, let everyone know what's biting where, or if you have any other tips for the weekend, feel free to comment. I appreciate all you guys logging in. Again, shout out to the Florida Fishing Couple. Some pretty cool creators down in the Florida Keys. They do really good YouTube videos. Be sure to check out their channel, like and subscribe to their channel. And if you haven't already done so, we'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to ours. If you know anyone who likes fishing shows, by all means, if you would tell them about us, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks. I saw the comment, Florida Fishing Couple. Appreciate the compliment. I appreciate you guys joining us too and helping people out with the Keys videos. Looking forward to seeing you guys in about a month and a half now. So pretty excited. Last question. Should I go to Elton Saturday? I think the fishing will be good, but I'm just a little concerned about the weather being a little bumpy. Before they were saying southeast 10 to 15, I could just see it being kind of a choppy, bumpy ride to Elton. So I'm not planning on going too far. If we kingfish or dive, we'll be at the nearshore wrecks. But weather's constantly changing. If you look at it Friday beforehand and it looks calm, then I bet there'll be some good fishing out there. Yeah, kind of like what you said, Michael. It's probably going to be rough for that. Last question. Any pogies on the beach? I think so. I've heard this week that there are pogies on the beach at the poles. But it's been one of those things, today they're here, tomorrow they're not, today they're back. Again, I'll update this Friday night. So feel free to check back in. And hopefully they'll be there. I kind of think they will be. It seems like they've come back and they don't seem to be gone too long this time of year. Well, anyways, guys, thanks everyone for joining. It's good talking with you. I like these live videos, getting to interact with you guys. If you got any tips or anything like that, then feel free to just shout out to us. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys on the next video.